I just want to do a quick thing too about fear, because fear is completely manufactured. It is a manipulation of your psyche to get you to build this fear, which has become these phobias. Like right now, there is still people wearing these when you don't have to because they feel safe. It makes them feel safe because they've got it in their head. And, you've got to get it in your head that these will not save you. These will absolutely kill you. They're a petri dish. All the germs that you're breathing out and putting in there, and the moisture. I mean, if you've taken a science class, that's what you've got right here on your face. So all of whatever it's building in there, spores, bacteria, whatever's in there, which, right now during allergy season, how much garbage are, because, your nose holes and mucus is there to, the hairs in the mucus is there to trap stuff so it can't get all the way down into your lungs. But, the little toxins and stuff that they're putting out are little tiny. But there's no way that we can know what happens because the studies that they were doing that were leaked out was like, okay, so if we put this toxin and then we release this into the air, what happens? And all of the ferrets were dying. So that's success to them. Yay! That's all we gotta do. We'll give them this in the food, and then we'll just release this in the air. But we'll kill most of them right there. Got it done. They don't get a win this time, though. It's not going to happen. But they definitely have got people entrapped in fear. And they're using it like crazy right now. And they're going to use it about the aliens, I'm sure. They've been pumping that into the communities and society or whatever for however long in movies. The aliens are just out to murder us all the time. Kill us and take us over. Well, they don't need to kill us and take us over. They already own us. We're already theirs. So, some people are eating. I've heard, if you go on and watch some of the Cosmic Disclosure, Gaia is such a good channel. Our History channel has a lot of good stuff too, but you have to know some of the stuff to decipher lies when you go on history stuff. There's just so much lies. And anybody who comes out and tries to tell the truth, they put them in jail, or they, what's that called when they, it's just like dismantle their character publicly so that they just become like a joke to people. And they'll make crimes against them. This system is so corrupt. Our judicial system, our legal system. And why did we never question it? When they're putting people in prison for life for weed, it's a goddamn plant. And, the more that people get into their head that God doesn't make mistakes. God put certain things here for enjoyment, for our health. There's so many cures that are right here, but it's all repressed information because we are trapped in their system. And but on the Cosmic Disclosure, there and I've heard from other these secret space program guys that have been speaking out, who are starting to have their memories come back. But they've seen like big tractor things of just human bodies stacked up that they take to feed other beings. And I'm not sure if they just like eat us as meat, or I'm not really sure what goes on. But yeah, look at what we eat. Hold on. So, how can we say, oh, well, they're worse than us. They eat us. Well, we got cannibals living right here on the planet right now. So, and not ones that are tribe people who, I guess they are ancient tribe people. These incestual, ancient, original families that just, yeah. live off of us, the relics of the world. They're fucking vampires. And, but, you know, I was just really noticing lately because, you know, I'm out in the woods and my granddaughters are still pretty young, even though they're already going through puberty. And that they are scared of spiders. And there's tons of spiders out here, but they aren't like the kind of spiders that bite you and, you know, get you sick and stuff. They're just spiders that eat tons of bugs. That, man, if the spiders weren't out here, there would be so many mosquitoes and bugs and flies and all sorts of stuff. I hardly ever see a fly. I hardly ever see a mosquito. But when you go out, like in the evening, you have all of those little bugs, and there's bugs that bite that you can't even see. So there's tons of bugs that bite you that are not just mosquitoes. There's lots of biting bugs out there. I've been bitten by all sorts of things, and you can't even see them coming. You can't even see them on your skin. You just see the bug, the bite rise. But, you know, force is magic, so maybe it's a little fairy bite. Who knows? So they've been super scared of the spiders. And so sorry, my hair just looks so greasy. I have to keep moving it back. But we're going to the lake today, so it doesn't really matter because I'm not going to wash up before I go to the lake. But so they're so scared of the spiders and stuff. And they've been murdering spiders right and left. And they've found some big ones in the house. I don't know. Trixie goes in and out the door so much you cannot keep up. She's constantly opening the door. And the kids constantly opening the door. So, I don't know. I haven't had any... in my whole time of living here in 2.5 years, I think I've seen like 2 or 3 spiders in the house. Like big ones. Not like those little tiny ones that are up in the corner. I've seen a few of those. Altogether, maybe 10 spiders in my house in 2.5 years. And the very first day they were here, they found these... maybe the second day, these giant ones in the bathroom. So then they're traumatized. Like one of them is like in tears over the spiders. And it's like, oh my God, come on guys. Who's in danger here? How many spiders have you killed and how many of spiders have killed you? Like, put it into logic. Like, who's really in danger here? It's not you. Spider's not going to jump on you and kill you. You're just freaked out because it's, you know, got a lot of legs or whatever and it walks funny. But that's part of where we have got to start having respect for all things, even if we don't understand them or they look different, and not be fearful of everything. And that's part of all of these different creatures. And I think it's part of the universal way of showing us by these shows coming out all of a sudden about people all being different, looking different, like Sweet Tooth and tons. I don't know what that show is. I think it's I'm Born Different, but I keep seeing those different headlines of the different shows, and there's just all sorts of differences in people. And you know, and I've talked about before, once it became disabled and you start really seeing the world is not, it's like we all have to come up to this system. The system isn't made for all of us, you know. And if we were in communities and stuff, it would be a lot more for everybody. It wouldn't just be for, you know, the most capable couple people, because our systems are just, I don't know, it's not meant for everybody. And the more that we see, you know, and have respect for people's differences, the more that we are going to be able to understand things in a more, you know, just like not seeing ghosts as scary monsters that hide out after they die. Like, some of this stuff is just so ridiculous. Just like the whole fear of ghosts, the whole thing about the people running the world are these 2 guys up in the sky fighting it out, and then wear costumes, and they're both narcissistic as shit. And you just got to pick which one you're going to follow. And one's bad, and one's good. Everything is just so black and white. But that's breaking free from the system. And, you know, when we go into that other one, I think, I was talking about this yesterday with my grandson, is I think it's going to be kind of like, because breaking free and going to a higher dimension it's all in here. So it is kind of like understanding your essence or your own spirit in a different level. Like I've talked about before, having the ability to be in two places at once, because I can sit here in my body and be here and even have awareness, and I can still take my consciousness and go someplace else and be completely wrapped up into that, to where it's shocking when you come back. So I think it is going to be a lot more of being able to control that. And I'm still not sure about what goes on with their bodies. There's still the whole thing about the light bodies, and that this is going to actually, our planet's going to actually move, and you can't be in those higher frequencies and be dense. And that's why so many, you have to work on raising your vibration during this time. And that's getting a control of the fear. You can't just be all fearful and have a higher vibration. Fear is not a high vibration. Fear is a low, dense vibration, because what is there really to fear if you realize that you are infinite being in your energy? What is there to ever fear? That's an illusion. Everything is an illusion. And we've just been trained to think this illusion is real, but it's not real. And so there should be nothing that you fear. Even if, people want to be so fearful of death. Death is a transition. And you're just going to another place. And as a matter of fact, when you die from this life, you're going home. So you're going back to a place that's more familiar than this. This feels uncomfortable and awkward because you're here having an experience to learn. This isn't your real life. Your real life is your dead life. And that is, there's nothing to fear about it. If you die, you completed your task. You completed what you came here to do. And you're ready to transition and go back and prepare for, souls, you can be living multiple lives. I've heard people talk about you're living multiple lives at the same time at all different times. So you can be living, like right now, you could be living a life as a caveman. You could be living a life as a gangster. You could be living a life as an Egyptian prince, like Pharaoh or something. Like all these, but they're all happening at one time. It's not like they happen one after another. That's why you can go in your consciousness and see any of them and understand any of your experiences. But we just have to get to that place. And that's where we'll be working more on that place when we make the transition into the new age. So anyways, now people are starting to get up. So I probably better go and get ready for the day. So have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.